It took me about a week whenever I uploaded that video to understand how decimals work and all this. So there is a zero, right, behind the decimal place. That's the only way it works. Number theory, anyway. But so you get 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then you have 1.0. You don't have 0.0. Otherwise, it would just keep going to 0.0. Except when you get to 9 and you do it again, then there's 0.0. That is a huge, just like in our face flaw. We're not adding a 0 onto the front of the 0. Because every time you add up to 1, and 11 is then a cumulative of 1s, which is after 9. So 9 goes back to 1. 10 is a number that doesn't exist. And oh my god, like, it's the craziest fucking corruption. I've been really just either thinking I'm just stupid and insane, or I'm the only person who gets number theory on planet Earth, because how has nobody else figured this out? There's no way, right? There's no way since fucking Isaac Newton that nobody has understood that 10 is not an actual number, and why everything is fucking off. It's because everything is technically now off a tenth for every tenth calculated, and then 10 for every factor of 10, and then for every 100, so on and so forth. That when you're calculating pi is running on forever. It's because every time we're off by a factor of 10, we're adding on a tenth. And there's trillions of decimal places. So that's trillions of added numbers that are not real fucking numbers. They don't exist. And so, I mean, this literally fixes everything. This is crazy, silly as shit, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. My neighbor, he's an accountant, right? So he works with numbers, and I brought it up to him, and he understands a little bit of the history of number theory, and his argument is that no matter what, like, it doesn't matter the system we use, that it all is sort of relative, right? Well, otherwise, I mean, come on, how many accountants are there? How many throughout history? It's just this, there is no number 10, and it adds up once you just take the time and write out the silly logic of it. I mean, 0.9 goes to 1.0. Such as 2.03 until you get to 9. And then all of a sudden, 9.9 adds an extra tenth, which then adds an extra 1, because there is 0. And instead of 1, 1, so dimes, for instance, dimes are actually valued at 1, 1. Dimes are not 1 0 cents. So for every sale we've ever had, somebody somewhere is taking this tenth of a tenth per every tenth, a hundredth per every hundredth. Think of how much inflation that is. All because of that.